Yo, what's going on, Roar Sports Media fans? It's your boy Rory and my co-host Jordan. We're back again, and I think we're gonna rehash the mock draft that we did last week because we have new information. Of course, we were in the middle of free agency, so last week we were kind of spitballing and playing it by ear because not everything had been settled yet. So I mean, we didn't see the things like Kenny Galladay going to the Giants, which I'm still kind of mad about, a little crispy about him not going to my Bengals, but it is what it is. And then with all the other moves, we didn't have that accounted for, so we were just kind of last week when we were doing the mock draft, we were just playing it by ear. Jordan, so crazy week in the NFL and huge ramifications. Can you let the people know what happened?
Well, guys, I mean, probably the biggest thing is Miami traded back. Miami traded back and got, well, honestly, smart pick. But we all thought that, they were going to go get a weapon round 3 or the best tackle available for Tua. That's really what we thought. But they traded back and they threw everything in an uproar. Philadelphia traded back. The Giants, my chair collapsed on me. The Giants are, in my opinion, having the best free agency of the whole league.
They killed it.
I think the Giants are having the best right now with the signing.
No. I would say so. The Giants are up there, but I think that the Jets are doing really, really well in their moves. Like they brought in Carl Lawson. They brought in all those wide receivers to help out Sam Darnold because apparently that's the I don't know if that's the plan, dude. I mean, apparently they were talked to by the 49ers to go up to number 2 to get a quarterback, but they said no. And the only reason you don't trade back from a blockbuster deal is if you're taking a quarterback. So I mean, the Jets, like I think they're pretty much going to deal away Sam Darnold at this point.
Well, I mean, you could easily, if you're the Jets and you deal away Sam Darnold, you get a first round for him.
Oh,
logically,
sure.
Right? I mean, he's not going to demand a Deshaun Watson or maybe even a Matt Stafford or type of deal. But he's at least going to get you a first, maybe a 3 and a 4.
Oh yeah, I think he can get you a second,
maybe a player. Honestly. You think you get a second too?
I think you get a second. He's a good quarterback. Well, he has the tools to be a good quarterback. He was taken 3rd overall in the draft, man. Like people were talking about Sam Darnold during his pro day. Like this might be the best pro day we've ever seen. Blah, 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 blah. Of course, it's a pro day and it's scripted, but like still, like the dude impressed. He has an arm. We've seen some of the crazy things he can do. Throwing the ball, but his team was never good. Let's not act like Sam Darnold was surrounded by these superstars. Yes. He hasn't had a wide receiver there in 3 years.
And this is why it's such a I understand where the Jets are coming from. Sam Darnold is from the old Adam Gase era.
Restart.
Let's wash our hands.
Restart.
I get it. You're a part of the casualty. We don't want to give you this draft capital that you're going to demand. Not the draft capital, the cap capital. You're going to demand a lot of money. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to try to get picks for you. We're going to try to rebuild our whole team under a whole new coach. And we're going to try to make actually the Jets a playoff contender, which hasn't been a playoff in an even thought of a playoff contender since who?
Since 2010.
Mark Sanchez.
2010. Oh, butt fumble.
The butt fumble.
Yeah. So I think without further ado, this isn't a news episode, but so a lot of things that can happen. So this is our Roarcast mock draft 2.0 with updated news on free agency, and we're gonna go from there. If we are talking about your team, if your team's coming up, let us know in the comments who you think they're going to take, who you'd like to take for your team. Let us know just who your team is. So, we can give them a little extra love during the show.
If you're an Eagle fan, stay off the board. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers, stay off the board. No,
I'm going to turn no. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to do a fair draft all the way around. But all right, dude. Without further ado, let's get into the mock draft. Boom.
Do we even need to start with number one? Can we just skip number one?
At this point, let's just go ahead and just pencil in.
Probably my only thing to say about that. Yes, we understand it's Trevor Lawrence. The only thing I could think is if you're getting a deal, what are you doing? Are you trading the number one pick for Sam Darnold? You're going to trade back the number 2 to let the Jets go pick Trevor Lawrence? Like, that's the only thing. What would Jacksonville even consider? I know there's a bunch of hearsay.
Jacksonville is not moving from the spot.
There's no way.
Riot. They would literally riot if Jacksonville traded this spot and didn't take Trevor Lawrence right here.
A bunch of Jacksonville people scratching.
All you've heard, Whoa. Sorry about that. I have a loud ass beagle. My bad. All right, so I think we're all set. So first overall pick, we're going Trevor Lawrence, right?
Yes. First overall pick.
Just because they would literally riot in Jacksonville if they took anyone else. They're selling. Like I told you in the other podcast, they're selling Trevor Lawrence jerseys at the mall right now. Like they're literally already selling his jersey. So I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to Jacksonville is just kind of like one of the things that everyone's known for the past couple of years. Whoever is picking first is most likely taking Trevor Lawrence.
Yep. And then I think it's pretty obvious. The Jets are number 2. We've discussed this. They're going to wash their hands. We think the better quarterback after their pro day, after the falling 60-yard bomb from the man, the myth, the legend, Zach Wilson.
Dude,
I'm going number 2.
Throw? That was
amazing.
Pretty insane. Falling to his left, throwing not crossbody, but like fading away perfectly down the seam, dude, to the other hash. Like, dude, that's special. That's special type of throw right there. And like, what's weird is like he doesn't look like he's that like super duper imposing or impressive. But you know who else doesn't look like that? Aaron Rodgers, and he can do that type of thing. Like, whenever PFF was literally comping Zach Wilson to Aaron Rodgers, I was like, get the hell out of here. There's no way. But after watching that pro day and like seeing just how special this guy's arm is, like I'm down with it. If the Jets are picking at number 2 and they need a quarterback, I think that you have to go with someone like Zach Wilson. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Justin Fields too, and I think that Trey Lance is a good project, but man, after seeing the type of arm that Zach Wilson has, I think that he's going number 2 to the Jets.
Exactly, and I mean,
go ahead.
It's just crazy. I mean, it's just the only thing I can think of is this. Just who do you think is more ready, and like what is the more prepared team, and who are you trying to impress? So Saleh's got more to prove than Kyle Shanahan. And I think Zach Wilson is more ready to go than Justin Fields. Is the New York Jets more ready to win a Super Bowl than the San Francisco 49ers? This is where I think the conversation goes in between these two.
Yeah,
but play it safer to be better. You already know you're going to have the defense with Saleh. Who's your offensive coordinator going to be? Does he want a guy that is going to need a year or two, or does he want a guy that's going to go now? I would go Zach Wilson because it looks like he's ready to go now more than Justin Fields is. I
think that Justin Fields falls into that. They're going to stereotype him. He's a Ohio State guy. He was surrounded by incredible talent. He was putting at that, not having to throw people open, all that stuff. I mean, but I don't think that. I think Justin Fields is really good. I think that he's by far. I think he's probably the most accurate quarterback in this year's draft. But I'm talking about just sheer special arm. I think it's Zach Wilson, honestly. I think that what he can do is Aaron Rodgers like. So if I'm picking at number 2, I'm picking what can be a superstar. And I think that Zach Wilson's the way to go for the Jets.
All right, let's pick them. I like that too. I can't go wrong with either or, honestly.
Yeah.
But I do think Zach Wilson. The more and more I see of him, the more and more
I'm sold. Right.
tape. I'm more sold. Yeah.
Yeah. PFF loves him. They're like, dude, this kid's got it. He's got all the
PFF
tools.
would have the Jaguars take him.
Yeah. Yeah, PFF was really all about Zach Wilson. I think that pretty much the word around the league is just, Trevor Lawrence is going first. It's just happening. So Zach Wilson at 2 to the Jets, and we know that they won't come off the pick. The 49ers already tried to trade up to 2. They wouldn't come off it. So the Jets are taking a quarterback at 2, and we're going to go with Zach Wilson at 2 for the Jets. Mm-hmm. All right, dude. On to the San Francisco 49ers, and they made the NFL week because it was a slow week so far. It's not part of free agency where it starts to slow down. There's not like it's all the roster guys just filling it out. There's not a whole lot of big guys, big names out there. But the 49ers made the NFL week. They traded up from 12 to 3. Yeah.
Yes.
And there's only one reason you do that. There's only one reason you go up and you trade all that capital. You're getting your quarterback of the future. That's what's going to happen. Now, who is it going to be, Jordan? Who do you think?
It's obvious. Kyle Shanahan, you have a team ready to go. You have a talented roster. You want a guy to be mobile. You want him to bomb the field. You want him to have arm. You want him to have accuracy. And you are an offensive guru. Justin Fields, plain and simple.
Yeah. You think Justin Fields?
I think Justin Fields over Trey Lance. Or so? I know a lot of people have been saying that, and it's the Alabama quarterback, Mac Jones. A lot of people think he's going to just show up. Hesitation.
I don't think it's going to be Mac Jones or Justin Fields.
You don't think so? You think it's Trey Lance?
I think it's Trey Lance.
Wow, really? Yeah. You think North Dakota State is going to throw another Yip man out there? I'm sorry, Carson.
Well, I think that they're going to go Trey Lance because they're like, as far as I know right now, they're holding on to Jimmy G. That's who the 49ers are saying they're going to hold on to, and they have Jimmy G under contract for 1 more year. Now,
do you not think they're going to use him as trade capital?
Trade Bates? Where would he go?
Where do you think you'd get another first round from the Patriots?
I don't think
Belichick loved it.
No, they just paid Cam. He's not going to the Patriots.
You think he's really going to take?
There's one reason the Patriots would trade Jimmy G away. It's because they didn't believe in him, dude.
It's because Tom Brady threw a hissy fit and talked to Rob Kraft.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of everything, but like there's, they let him go for a second. That's what their value is a second on him. I don't think that the Patriots would pay Cam and then bring Jimmy G in. I think Jimmy G's less of a quarterback than Cam is. I think they're more or less on the same level. I think that what's going to happen is they're going to ride out with Jimmy G this next year. Let Trey Lance develop in a Shanahan system because the dude can develop quarterbacks and offenses around players. When I see tools, man, Trey Lance's tools they're insane. They're like Josh Allen-esque. It's damn, dude. That's a lot to work with. I'm gonna let him develop. I'm gonna Pat Mahomes it. I'm gonna put this quarterback here I'm gonna put Alex Smith or Jimmy G in this case out there for a year. I'm gonna let my dude with all these special tools develop, in this offense with these players and get together and get everything for the future. I think that's what they're gonna do and develop a player. I do like Justin Fields. Don't get me wrong. I do think that he's a good player. It's just from what I'm hearing, the scuttlebutt around the NFL, I'm hearing that the 49ers really, really like Trey Lance.
Well, man, okay, I'm just going to go to you. I am going to go. You are the host. You are the lead of our show. I will bow to you.
Who are you taking?
I would still take.
Who do you want?
Okay, first of all, I have little hysterias. I love the story behind, the guy from nowhere, the guy being great.
Right.
I still think the one who's went against better competition, more talent, this entire life, I go with Justin Fields.
Okay, you're going Justin Fields?
I get Trey Lance. Only I'll take Trey Lance at San Francisco, even though I think that's dumb, because I think Atlanta takes Justin Fields to replace.
I think that this would be a lot easier if San Fran was still at 12.
Yes, of course.
This would be a lot. That's where we took him last week, was San Fran and Trey Lance at 12. At 3, you're still in that. You're still in that Justin Fields conversation.
Yeah, because I think last week 4, it was.
Here's how we're going to do it on the Roarcast. We're going to settle this with science.
Oh, gosh, you had it.
All right. If I win, it's Trey Lance. If you win, it's Justin Fields. You ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, one more.
Justin Fields.
Sorry for the lag. We saw it at the same time. All right. So Justin Fields to the 49ers. I still want Trey Lance, but I think, he's a 30 per PFF. He's the third player on their big board. So Justin Fields is going to be a 49er.
Yeah. There we go. Boom.
That's quality content right there. That's how we make decisions on the Roar.
This is how we make decisions. This is how they should make decisions.
Exactly. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Instead, they let old owners decide who don't know football anymore.
So, that was science, guys. Welcome to the party. All right. So, at number 4, we had the Atlanta Falcons. So, this is where the draft begins for me.
Yes, because this changes things for me.
Do they stay with Matt Ryan or do they get another quarterback?
And who do they get?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question. Because now, as you mentioned, they have Trey Lance. But who is really like Matt Ryan? Who can ball? Who's a great pocket presence? You have to think Mac Jones at this point.
You have to think Mac Jones, but I don't think that he has the quality of talent to be taken in the top 5. For me, it's telling me on Mac Jones in the top 5, man, that's hard. That's really hard.
I understand it, but it's you also got to think that, yes, you may take him in the top 5. Yes, it may be an overstretch, but he's going to be gone later down the draft board. And 2, what do you think you have 2 years from now with Mac Jones with the inevitable retirement, who's been in 12 years, 13 years now, Matt Ryan, who's going to be retiring soon. And so it's just like, do you take that risk or do you try to go win right now with Matt Ryan with a aging Julio Jones? Do you go get a weapon on your defense, as we mentioned during the draft earlier before the video, a loss of defensive personnel and a loss of really a great defensive coordinator, head coach?
I can pull it up then. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like,
this looks interesting now.
This is a really interesting pick because they're good on tackle, and edge I can't take an edge player right now. I can't. If that's a team need, I'm going to try and address that later in the draft. And cornerback a little bit high right here too at number 4. I don't see a top 5 cornerback in this class. I'm sorry. Maybe is measurables, but man, this is a hard one because they just took a cornerback last year, and AJ Terrell from Clemson, too. And safety not even near. So I mean, it's got to be a generational player. And dude, I don't know about you, but do
you think this is where they take Kyle Pitts?
No. Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. Kyle Pitts. I like Kyle Pitts, and I like Micah Parsons here, man, because it looks like they need defense. They need defense bad. And literally, Micah Parsons at 240, I think 7 pounds or something like that, up in the upper ends of weight. He ran a 4.39, like incredible agility. A dude can move, and he played extremely well last year. The year before last in Penn State. So I mean, I think that the Falcons really can do anything they want in the draft here. Like they had the world's their oyster.
Well, the need of every team is the best player available. And I think right now that might actually be Micah Parsons. I don't think you can go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong if you get Micah Parsons, Kyle Pitts. I think, like you said, a safety, a cornerback right now are too heavy. It would be different if they were 10 back. Maybe if they're not looking to take a quarterback right now, maybe you can even see them trade back. Maybe for somebody who may want some more need. If they're trying to maybe get a tackle. Do you think Miami?
I have heard that Washington wants to trade up. No, I've heard Washington wants to trade up. They've talked to the Bengals about trading the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I could see a trade up from Washington, but we're not going to project trades.
Until we get more clear answer.
Is since they're so defensive needy on the Falcons. Offense is not what hurt the Falcons last year. It was defense. No. It was all defense. And if I can get a linebacker that runs like a cornerback, that's probably who I'm going to take.
You know what? I can't disagree, Rory. I like Micah Parsons. I think he's a great quarterback. And yes, defense.
Defense was a huge need for the Falcons.
Hey, come on. It may have been the most upsetting game ever with the craziest onside kick, but yes, defense. I like Micah Parsons. Go Micah Parsons. I like that.
So the Falcons pick with the 4th overall pick, Micah Parsons out of Penn State. He's going to be a Falcon. I love that. They need defense, and I think that's the most logical place to go. They have good tight ends. They have wide receivers. I don't see them taking a Kyle Pitts at 4, even though he probably does warrant a pick that high. What they need is defense. They need to slow down people because their offense put up like around 35 points a game last year. They were pretty good. They just couldn't stop a nosebleed. So I think that we're on to my Bengals at 5, and I will
let you take. I know where I want to go.
The Bengals are going to pick Penei Sewell. Right now, Bengals Twitter and the Bengals verse, dude, they're having a shitstorm between Jamar Chase and Penei Sewell, and I was like, do you want to see Joe Burrow on the ground writhing and paving again? That's taking Jamar Chase. Great. He has another player to throw to. But if you don't have time for him to throw the ball, what's the point? Like, we have good receivers. We have a Tyler Boyd. We have a T. Higgins. Alden Tate's decent. And there's this is one of the heaviest drafts for wide receivers and offensive line. It's just right here, I'm taking a generational tackle. I'm taking a Jonathan Ogden. I'm taking an Anthony Munoz type level player. And I'm going to pick Penei Sewell out of Oregon. Islander all the way, baby. He's going to be traits.
The only other thing I've heard is that maybe Rashawn Slater might be the pick the Bengals go with. But I get it. You're developing a team. Yes, Rashawn Slater might be more ready to go right now over Penei Sewell, but Penei Sewell has that cap, has that ceiling.
Is super high.
His ceiling is higher than Rashawn Slater's. No disrespect to Rashawn Slater at all, but it's just Penei Sewell. If he's trained right, again, you have that great offensive line coordinator who created arguably one of the greatest offensive lines in the Dallas Cowboys at the the last years of Romo, the beginning years of Dak. You now have that coach exactly, and man, you gotta go with with that ceiling, and you got to protect your asset. You're going to be paying Joe Burrow over $40 million in the next few years. You got to get that sealed up.
Protect that asset. You needed to, because you can't have Joe Burrow get hit Joe Burrow was hit the third most in the entire NFL last year, and he only played 8 games.
And you don't want to see that. You don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it. He was slaughtered,
especially with those throws he was making. Yeah. It's just the last thing you want. Gosh.
It's nice to know that he can create magic, but you don't want to see him try to be a magician every single play.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So with the interesting news, we had the Dolphins trade back to 12 and then trade with the Eagles back up to 6. So the Dolphins are not at 6, and dude, they have so many pass catchers to choose from.
It's really this is what's frustrating. You have 3 all-world talents right in front of you.
4.
4. Really. Even though I think Miami has a pretty decent tight end, I would hold off from Kyle Pitts. I am looking at more Jamar Chase, Jaden Waddle, Devontae Smith. I would really go with, I think Jamar Chase, as we've discussed many times before, he's the dog.
Yeah.
He's going to go get that football.
Right. He's a CD Lamb.
He's the CD Lamb. But as I've mentioned, and we've also discussed, who is Tua more comfortable with? Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. Do you want the best wide receiver in the draft? I would go with who he's more comfortable with, and I don't think you could go wrong with Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith. Maybe on a injury basis, maybe you lean toward Devontae Smith, but maybe on a size basis, you lean more to the bigger guy, Jalen Waddle, because you have Devontae Parker.
And he's faster, too.
And he's faster. So I would actually go with you can't go wrong, man. I think I'm still taking Devontae Smith, man.
Okay. So Devontae Smith goes to the Miami Dolphins at pick 6. Boom.
And it's just plain and simple. I hate what PFF has labeled for Miami because it just seems like he had no weapons.
Who? Tua?
Tua. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah. They had no weapons.
Yeah. So let me recap for those who just tuned in. Let's see, we have four viewers right now. At pick 1, Trevor Lawrence. At pick 2, Zach Wilson. At pick 3, to the San Francisco 49ers, Justin Fields. Atlanta gets Micah Parsons at 4. Penei Sewell is going to be a Bengal at 5, and Devontae Smith is going to be a Miami Dolphin with his boy Tua Tagovailoa at 6. We're picking. I think you're right. I think that you want someone Tua is comfortable with, and the dude was a Heisman. He's a good fucking receiver. Chad Ochocinco said, I played at 170 pounds. He's size is not that big of an issue, and we've seen what kind of route runner he was doing, man. Yeah, was your dog. Kyle Pitts to the Dolphins. We were thinking that too. It's just they have Gesicki, and they need a guy opposite of Devontae Parker in Miami to help out with coverages and stuff like that. I like Kyle Pitts too, and the fact that he's still on the board is amazing. The Lions.
It's just you're going off need right now. You're going off need.
The Lions is also hard because do you take another tight end? You just took T.J. Hawkinson, I think 2 years ago in the first round.
Yeah. And you got Jamar Chase sitting right there.
And you have Jamar Chase right there.
Better than Kyle Pitts?
Man, I don't know. I think Kyle Pitts is a damn good receiver too. I don't know. But also,
man. Here's the thing.
But think about
it. You also got Goff.
Yeah.
That's the other. You don't have Matt Stafford. We know Matt Stafford's a baller. We really do. But Goff, we don't know how Goff is going to be without oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Sean McVay, the
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna take a generational talent here, dude.
mhm.
I'm because dude, Kyle Pitts, he could be a receiver. He could straight up be a receiver. He is literally Megatron. Like
I
look at his measurables. Like he's even 2 inches tall. No, he's an inch taller than Megatron.
and he was a 4.39. Was it a 4 or a 4.5? 4.39.
Yeah,
Kyle Pitts?
it was a no. I think he was a 4.4. He was a 4.4 guy, and so was Megatron.
Yeah, that's slow for a tight end, y'all. Just if y'all are tuning in, that's super slow.
No,
Like,
no, it's not.
no,
That
it's
is
not.
insane speed. I think that you go with the generational talent, dude. I think that I'm gonna go with Kyle Pitts to the
Kyle
Lions at six,
Pitts,
at
generational
7. Yeah,
talent, safety blanket because Jared Goff
TJ
can't play
Hawk,
defense.
TJ Hawkinson and him. Maybe this would help out TJ Hawkinson, or TJ Hawkinson becomes trade bait because Kyle Pitts is gonna be he's a monster. He's gonna be a generational talent that the Lions are gonna ruin.
Man, Rory, I just got to tell you, bro. This is throwing that San Francisco 49ers trade has completely
Change
thrown
the
the draft.
Right.
It's just because Kyle Pitts didn't get drafted until what, after the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah. Yeah. So Rich just said Mac Jones to New England at 15. And in our other mock draft, that's who we picked. Mac Jones to the Patriots at 15. So I think that's pretty spot on too if he makes it there. I also had the Lions thinking Jamar Chase or Jalen Waddle here. It's just I don't know if I can pass up on Kyle Pitts, man. He's that generational talent. He's the Barry Sanders. He's the Megatron. He's the Matt Stafford. He's that generational talent that they're gonna ruin.
Oh, I like it. Good.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Kyle Pitts.
No, Kyle Pitts.
Pitts.
Just I know you're gonna get drafted by the Lions, but just sit out. Just do a John Elway.
Nah.
Just do an Eli Manning.
I ain't going. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. All right,
I'm
so
gonna go
we
win a
have
Super Bowl somewhere else.
Yeah, Joe Burrow is fighting for Jamar Chase. Yeah, he is, as far as I've heard. But I'm fighting for Joe Burrow's kneecaps. I want Panay Sewell.
I get it, but it's just like, man. It's just like, come on, Joe. You got to think better, man. I understand you're young. You've got this I'm unbreakable mentality, even though you just got broke. Like,
you know what?
You got to be protected.
Everyone wants the Ferrari, but sometimes you need that minivan to get you where you need to go safely, you know?
Yeah. You need that H2 Hummer on your left side.
Hell yeah. All right, so we have the Carolina Panthers at 8, dude, and I think right here you're going the exact opposite of Teddy Bridgewater. You're going Trey Lance.
Yeah. I like Trey Lance.
And Teddy's on that.
Teddy Bridgewater. I do. I do. I think
Teddy's gonna get that man. I just blanked on his name. Alex Smith treatment from the Chiefs, man. That's what's gonna happen. Like he's gonna develop Trey Lance. Do you have any qualms with this pick, dude?
No, actually, that was exactly who I was thinking. I mean, They got wide receivers, they got a running back. Yeah, man, I like that a lot. I just don't. Yeah. And Matt Rule. I mean, just with everything and him coming from Baylor, they are that bomb it, like spread offense, straight mobile quarterback. Yeah. Trey Lance fits that.
I really like Matt Rule. I really like Matt Rule too.
God, I would have loved him. I would have loved him for the Dallas Cowboys, man. But we got McCarthy.
The thing about it is I think the Broncos are kind of effed here, dude. I think that they're really effed. Like, who do they go with here?
I mean, you got wide receivers.
I think you go with Rashawn Slater.
I go Kwity Paye. I argue against that. I go with the best defensive edge rusher because you're getting rid of you're getting rid of
Von Miller.
Von Miller. He's too much.
He costs too much. He's injured.
He's
At this point, he's injury prone.
You can sell him. You can definitely get really good draft capital for him. I go Kwity Paye. I do.
Okay. I like it. I think that's what we drafted there last time too. Defense wins championships, baby.
Defense wins championships.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind that pick. Clearly I picked them at 9, Kwity Paye last time too. It's just right now.
I like it.
I don't think they're drafting a receiver. They just drafted Jerry Jeudy last year. They got the boy from MSU. I forgot his name. Cortland Sutton.
Cortland
Sutton. Yeah.
Cortland Sutton. Who I actually wanted for the Cowboys later in the draft.
I like Cortland Sutton too. I do like him.
He's good. Big man, man. Big dude.
Big boy. All right. So Kwity Paye to the Denver Broncos at 9.
And
defense wins championship.
This is the interesting one for me because everything.
I think you're going Jamar Chase.
Just add a fourth, man, and just bomb it. No offensive line, no defense. No, if anything, we go Jalen Waddle and just burn everybody. Just drags with Gallup and Amari Cooper and let CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Waddle just go streaks. Just the simplest.
All right. Hear me out. Just verts every single play.
Just verts.
Just go vertical.
Kellen Moore's a genius.
Yeah.
So what do you think? This one's really interesting because last week I said Slater, but with everything that they've been doing in the free agency, they've been getting defensive line. They've been getting safeties. They've been getting cornerbacks. It's just like, well, now are the Dallas Cowboys going to go cornerback? And Surtain, I don't even know why PFF has Surtain under Farley right now because Surtain put out a freaking monster program.
Very good. Didn't he run a 4.39 or something like that?
4.39. Yes. And we just got rid of Chidobe Awuzie. We re-signed Jordan Lewis. He's a good player. He stays healthy.
Jordan Lewis, he's a depth guy. He's a depth guy.
He's a depth guy. So we need somebody. We need somebody solid.
Yeah.
And we got Trayvon Diggs. It's just what's more important. Do you think Tyron Smith is going to hold up? If you think 100% Tyron Smith is going to hold up, which I don't think he is, you go Rashawn Slater. You truly do. You go with the boring pick. I want defense.
Tyron Smith is good for 7 games this year. That's what it is. He's gonna get to week 3 and my back hurts.
The Cowboys, if they pick a left tackle, a defensive tackle in Christian Barmore, or the CB Patrick Surtain, or even if they decide to go with Caleb Farley. I don't disagree with any of the –
Rashawn Slater showed that he can shut down Chase Young in college multiple times. You're going against Chase Young
twice.
Yeah.
I still, for me, as we've always discussed, I know other people will go with the more splashier player, Patrick Surtain. It's just that CBs are kind of deep this year. You can get somebody late round 2 as a CB who is really good.
I think that you're gonna have
Rashawn Slater.
I think that I don't think. See, I don't know, man, but I think you can get it. That's hard because I mean, tackle and CBs. See, I think CBs fall off a lot faster than tackles do. It's just
you can have Rashawn Slater for another 10 to 20 years. Patrick Surtain could fall off after his rookie contract.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the CBs I think they're going to have a better class next year. I don't think you're going to find another tackle class like this. Not like this next year.
I think we both kind of are leaning where we want, and it's Rashawn Slater. I think Rashawn Slater at number 10. Yeah. It's boring, but $40 million quarterback Dak Prescott coming off an injury.
Boring picks usually end up winning championships.
Travis Frederick, Zach Martin.
Well, they got you the playoffs multiple times. I I mean, how many great rushers? They made
All pro
Darren McFadden.
center.
Darren McFadden at the end of his career ran for 1,000 yards behind that line. So think about that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Rashawn Slater, let's go. And just with the defense that the Giants and the Washington are going to put out, you need it.
Yep. I
This
agree.
is another
Slater
one that throws me off right here. Because Kenny Golladay got picked.
Mm-hmm.
Pitts is gone, which I would have selected Pitts for the Giants right here. If Kyle Pitts wasn't gone right now. I don't know. I don't know with the Giants now.
I think that the Giants go cornerback.
You think they go cornerback?
Yeah, they picked a defensive tackle 2 years ago. They're good on wide receivers. I think that you either go Patrick Surtain or Christian Darrisaw out of Virginia Tech. I think they're reaching now at 15. At 11, picking Darrisaw at 15. And I think this pick, if you go that way, this makes the tackles run off the board. So that way, later in the second round, you're getting more, quality edge people.
Yeah. Well, Darrisaw is a great tackle.
Yeah, I think that if your lineman needy team, which clearly the Giants, they need tackle and guard. That's their needs.
Yeah.
I think that Christian Darrisaw is their pick here, man. I know they picked Andrew Thomas last year in the top 5, but you can never hurt to put another tackle out there.
No, you can't, and especially with the defense that you're adding, and then that you just got Kenny Golladay, and honestly, the greatest quarterback in the NFC East that we've ever seen in Danny Dimes. Let's see.
Yeah, he needs protection. So
Micah Parsons to the Giants. I just don't see Micah Parsons falling that far to the Giants. I just don't.
Maybe. I think that if I don't see it in this situation. I was there. Wait, what the hell? What the fuck? This is what is this?
Well, you should go seek Chunmum Thacker. Go seek medical attention.
Dude.
And get off the.
I feel sorry for you. You need to go fix your problems, my guy.
Go fix your problems. But who do you think the Giants are going to pick?
Yeah. Appreciate the commentary.
Thank you.
I don't think it'll fit on the screen, though. Sorry. All right. So that's hilarious. So I think the Giants, they need offensive line. I think they're going to probably go with – I don't know, man. I could see Patrick Surtain, too.
Well, now my only other option is, do you think they're going to go, well, I mean, they've got a pretty decent offensive line. They've got a good defense. Would they add another weapon for Danny Dimes?
No, I don't think so. Do you
think they won't go best player available and get Jamar Chase?
They just paid Kenny Golladay. They just paid Kenny Golladay like almost $20 million a year, $18 million a year, and then they still have Slayton, who they love, and they have Shepard in the slot. He was decent, not like a fantastic player, but Jamar Chase ain't playing slot. He's not. Neither is Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
I don't see they're outside guys. If I'm in the picture, dude, and my needs are tackle, I think I'm going Christian Darrisaw. Yep.
Solid. Eagles.
Yep.
Eagles.
They need a quarterback.
Why?
They need wide receiver, and I can't let Jamar Chase fall any farther. I can't do it.
They're going to correct their wrong and go for the best wide receiver available. And
I can't believe he made it 12.
It's got to be Jamar Chase.
Boom.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase at 12 to the Eagles.
Christian Farley.
There we go.
Caleb Farley. Easy. Enough. Plain and simple.
Yep. I think
you need to play with the Legion of Zoom. You need to play with the Legion of Zoom.
Yeah, they gotta slow down. The Denver's wide receivers are pretty good too. The Raiders are going to be a hard team to
beat.
draft for. No, the Raiders are going to be a hard team to draft for, just because they have a lot of needs. They have a lot of needs.
Raiders, yeah.
Yeah, the Raiders do. So, I mean, I think that you're right. I think Caleb Farley's the pick here for the Chargers. You got to slow down the wide receivers.
He's
Pat
big,
Mahomes.
he's lanky. Yeah, man, and I think you can definitely build. Justin Herbert wasn't really running for his life. It was more of just rookie inexperience than anything.
And they really tackled offensive line in the draft too, and in free agency also, like with their center and guard pickups. So yeah, I think that you go cornerback here because of who you lost. They lost Desmond King, and he just slips right in there, and he's your starting cornerback.
That's true.
Yep, the Vikings at 14, dude. Who you got?
I mean, again, we're looking at more defense. I mean, you've got your wide receiver. You've got maybe you need an offensive line to protect, Kirk Cousins, but I just don't see any available that you need right now over the best. I guess you take Trayvon Moehrig right here, safety.
I think that I like Trevor Moehrig, but I don't love the value of a safety here. If I was going and if I needed edge, I just saw Jason Owe run a 4.35.
You like Jason Owe? Yeah, you like him a lot.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a world beater, but you don't find that athleticism every day, you know. And if I need an edge, and I'm not reaching for a tackle or a guard here, I think that if my biggest need, is edge, I'm gonna go with the highest edge player here, which is kind of weird. You're not seeing like a Rousseau or a Jalen Phillips here.
I think Rousseau. I think he took a year off.
He did take a year off
because of things and happenings in the world. And I think that hurt him.
I think it did too, but dude, he has some special qualities about him. And
he's like that Panay School, but on the defensive edge side.
Right.
Yeah.
I like Rousseau. His measurables are pretty good. Yeah, I like Owe too. I think that after his showing he did at Penn State just a few days, which I can't wait. I don't know if Miami's had their pro day already, but I can't wait to watch that from Rousseau and Phillips also. But as of right now, we can go over this in the next mock draft, and it's going to be a little bit more smooth too. Like, thank you for being with us and working with us. We're still trying to perfect this thing. I think I'm going to go Jason Owe right here for the Minnesota Vikings.
I like it. Go right ahead. All right. Cool. Easy enough. I don't think we all disagree with this. Mac Jones.
Plain and simple. Very Bill Belichick.
Very Bill Belichick. Boom. Let's go.
Boom.
This one,
Mac Jones at 15.
This one I think is actually pretty easy too.
Yeah.
I think we go Patrick Surtain.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Patrick is filling in for Patrick. Who Patrick?
Yeah. What did he move to safety? Right?
No. He's with the Vikings now.
With the Vikings, okay. And then
Yep. Mm-hmm. Patrick Surtain is going to be a Cardinal. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, Raiders. They need tackle, guard, cornerback, and safety. Well, just so happens the best safety in the draft just fell to you at 17, and his rank is 17th overall.
There you go.
Trayvon Moehrig is going to be a Raider. Boom.
Miami, I think this is where they go. If they think they can get a tackle in the second round that's high quality, I think they go Christian Barmore right here.
You think so? I mean, they just drafted Christian Wilkerson out of Clemson, I think the year before last. And, I mean, they need defensive interior.
That's what he is. But he's a monster, man. You see what he did to Ohio State's that offensive line? He won
I do like that
man. He's hard to pass up, it's so, man, Jalen Waddle falling that far. It's just.
He got hurt, dude. He got hurt. And the sheer amount of receivers in this draft too I think it's going to hurt too. Christian Barmore going to be a Dolphin at 18. All right, so we're picking
Jalen Waddle, plain and simple.
There we go. Jalen Waddle's going to be a Bear.
Or do you think? Do you think maybe Moore or Bateman at this point? Who do you think may be a better? I know we're trying to rush it up, but a better suit for Scary Terry.
Ooh, nah.
Do you think he's a deep threat? Deep threat. Get somebody else.
He's a deep threat. He's good too, but Scary Terry can work all over the field. Waddle he can be that deep threat kind of guy. I think he ran. I don't. Did he run his 40?
Here,
or is he too injured?
Let me see.
I know he's fast as hell.
40
time. Yeah. But
let's see. He didn't run his 40 time due to ankle. Man, that's my only thing. He's injured. He was injured for his pro day. That's the only issue I have.
But he's fast. Fast.
He says he runs low 4.3s, maybe high 4.2s. You'll run a high 4.2.
But if you've seen him and who the Raiders draft last year? Oh my God, I can't. It's kind of Leah. Anyway, the Raiders wide receiver from last year ran a 4.28. Waddle ran next to him.
Jalen Rieger.
No, that's Eagles.
That's Eagles?
That's Eagles.
Oh, never mind. Gosh dang it.
No, but the Raiders wide receiver ran like a 4.27 or 4.28. Jalen Waddle ran with him. So I think Waddle he's definitely fast. Henry Ruggs, right. There we go.
Yes.
He can definitely. I think that right now you're taking the best player available for the position of need. Just Jalen Waddle. I'm taking Jalen Waddle for the Washington, whatever the hell's, at 19. Boom.
All right, Washington. All right. So you got Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle. He is your starting QB. Who do you take?
Yes. I'm taking. I need a wide receiver. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Rashad Bateman right here.
He's better than Rondelle Moore.
Rondelle Moore is kind of short for me. He's like 5'8". I think he's not an outside threat. Rashad Bateman. Let's get it quick.
Let's look at this. 6'2",
81 receiver. 6'2". He's an outside receiver. He's going to be good. 210 pounds. He's an outside guy that's going to complement Allen Robinson. I'm going to go Rashad Bateman.
Yep.
Right there. We have the Colts. I like JLK here, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You like an outside.
They need receiver. They need tackle. They need edge.
But didn't they just re-sign T.Y. Hilton?
They did re-sign T.Y. Hilton. He's old as hell, though. He's like 32, 33.
Yeah. But you got the experience right there.
They could use edge, and we have Gregory Rousseau right here. I think that's what I'm going with. JOK or him? Well, the thing is they have Darius Leonard patrolling the middle of the defense. They don't have a good pass rush. They could use that. So I think that they could go Gregory Rousseau here for the Colts.
Just for the upside?
Yeah. Just for the upside. Oh, dude, he produced like 16 sacks in the year he played.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good pass rusher.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 16 sacks. No.
Just 16.
Just 16.
He was good. He was good. Hey, what's up, Clarence? Appreciate you, man. Hey, we're gonna hop on that Bengals talk sooner or later, okay, man?
My guy.
All right. Yeah. All right. So I think we got the Tennessee Titans at 22, man. And everyone needs tackle and guard. Like literally everyone does, dude.
Well, because we've discussed this before.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle and guard is offensive line. It's just it's getting rarer to get good offensive
it's getting hard.
It's getting very hard because, and as we've mentioned before, it's just so hard to train and build offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
From high school, you can train almost every position going forward.
Right.
But offensive line is a lot harder.
It's not helping with the development of offensive line either because of all the spread, all the screen game. You're not blocking for a long time. You're not building up the core strength. Really, the technique is, there's only so much
Get
camps
in the
can
way
do.
for 3 seconds, the ball's gone.
Yeah. So they're not getting the thing. So with the Tennessee Titans, dude, I think we're gonna go ahead.
Receiver.
Do you think AJ Brown needs help, or do you think them losing
Anthony Davis.
Adoree, God.
They just lost Malcolm
Adoree Jackson. They lost Adoree Jackson too.
They lost Adoree Jackson. So I think we discussed this heavily last week.
Yeah, J.C. Horn just tested extremely well. I think I'm going to go J.C. Horn, dude. His testing, he's big, he's fast, he's strong, and he shut down SEC wide receivers last year. I think I'm going to go with Tennessee Titans going J.C. Horn.
Now, this is a more interesting one because you just got a new quarterback.
Right.
Do you protect him? Do you get him a weapon? Because who do the Jets have right now at wide receiver? Is Rondelle Moore. Rondelle Moore, as you just said, is 5'8". He's a speedster. Can he?
He's fast. He's fast, but he's the same position as Jamison Crowder. Like he's the same type of guy. Right here, if I need edge and I need someone to complement Carl Lawson, dude, I like Azeez Ojulari a lot out of Georgia. His passion, his pass rushing is amazing. Him coming in as a rookie, as a situational pass rusher, I think is going to be really, really good for the Jets. And to complement Carl Lawson that can do everything, by the way, miss you, Carl. I wish we could have re-signed you. I think I'm going Azeez Ojulari out of Georgia here.
I get it. I get the pick. I think that's the best available in the draft of need. Again, I just think a wide receiver, a weapon for your new quarterback, especially if we think Sam Darnold's not going to be there and Zach Wilson's going to be running for his life.
My whole thing is I think that you're going to be able to find receivers later in the draft. You know what I'm saying? And they did sign a couple wide receivers in free agency. I'm not saying they're like world beaters or nothing, but they did help them out a little bit. And this draft is packed with talent at wide receiver. So your edge is going to be harder to find later in the draft. I mean, you have Basham and all them, but like Azeez Ojulari was fantastic at pass rushing last year in the SEC.
Basham's a Cowboy now.
Oh yeah. Wait, who? No. There's Basham in the league right now, then there's Basham in the draft.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was about to say no. Basham.
Yeah.
Cowboy now, baby.
Okay, no. There's a Basham in the draft too.
Sorry.
I think I'm gonna go Azeez Ojulari, dude.
I mean, I don't disagree. I just think that's I get it.
We do have Elijah Moore here too. That's hard. I like Elijah Moore a lot, but I think I'm gonna go pass rush, dude. I think I'm gonna go pass rush.
I mean, yeah, because the Jets. Let's see here.
They've been one of the worst pass rushing teams for the past decade, and now they got Rob Saleh, who loves to pass rush, and this guy can be either a outside linebacker or a defensive end.
You're pass rushing against Miami and the Bills twice a year, plus the Patriots. So, now that I look at that, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with either or. I think if you're the worst in a decade, I think you go with Ojulari.
Ojulari, yeah. All right, Ojulari is going to be a New York Jet at 23. Next, we have the godforsaken Steelers, and I'm gonna let you make this pick because I am biased.
Okay, so this changed because we didn't think Juju Smith-Schuster was going to re-sign for an $8 million contract, and now you got Chase Claypool, so you don't need a wide receiver anymore. You don't have we had Big Ben? Big Ben retired, right?
No, he's still playing. He's
going to still play? Oh, I thought he retired. Oh, well, He plays like he retired. So you're good on defense. You got weapons.
You need a tackle, dude.
You need a tackle.
You need tackle on a guard
Yeah.
because Marquise Pouncey just retired.
I go Tevin Jenkins. Well, no, even then, I think honestly, I scroll down. Where's he at? Did he have a bad? I look at Samuel Cosme. I do. I do look at him at tackle. I like him a lot. I think he's good. I think he played against really good competition.
Are you
Tevin
being a homer?
I'm being kind of a homer. I'm not gonna lie, but I like Cosme. I truly do. I think he's an All-American. He's definitely ready to go. I like him a lot. But if you could get him in the second round, because go up, because there's another guy at USC I like too.
Yeah,
Elijah Vera Tucker, and he's a monster.
Yeah, and he can play guard too.
I think you actually, man, I think you go. Yeah, I like Vera Tucker, man, over Jenkins and Cosme. I do.
Got it. Vera Tucker going at 24 to the Steelers. All right, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars again at 25, and tight end, tackle, and safety is what they need. Oh, man.
Well, you just got Trevor Lawrence.
Protect him.
Who's your best? Right now, it's Jenkins. Show us measurables real quick. So he's 6'6", 320.
93 run blocking grade, 6'6", 320. Pass block grade's decent, not fantastic. Zone grade is good. Gap play is good. True pass sets, 84. He's pretty good.
Yeah. He's really good. Now, exit out of him.
And he's gotten better throughout the years.
I like Jenkins, man.
Okay.
I like Jenkins there. Yeah.
Jenkins,
because you got to protect your eyesight. This, I am still not going. Who do we have left for I think we're going an edge rusher. I think we're going complement of Myles Garrett here.
Jalen
Phillips.
So there's Jalen. So we have good linebacker. We have JOK. They can use linebacker.
They could use linebacker.
And Bolton here.
I think what you want to do is, even though you like the linebackers, I think linebackers can be a guy, and I think an edge that can actually take pressure off of Myles Garrett is what you need. And I go Jalen Phillips, because when Rousseau set out a year, he blew up.
Yeah, he took over.
He really blew up. So I like him there.
Okay, cool. I mean, I agree. I like the pick too. All right, so we have the Ravens at 27. And they need wide receiver, tackle, and edge.
I'm not going Rondelle Moore because he's small and you already got Hollywood Brown.
Okay.
I go Elijah Moore.
Mississippi, Ole Miss. Got it. I like that pick. They just got Sammy Watkins too, but I don't love Sammy Watkins anymore. I really don't.
I just don't get the fire under him. He's hurt all the time. He's okay when he's healthy. And he shows up when he's healthy, he shows up every 3 games.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe.
All right. So Saints, I think JOK has come off the board here. They need wide receiver, they need linebacker, they need cornerback. JOK he's a damn good talent. I can't see him going any farther than this.
No. The only thing I can think of, I mean, who do you?
Ooh, hold on a second, dude. The cornerback for the Saints just got like a felony
with an unregistered gun. Yeah,
Marshawn Lattimore. So they need cornerback bad, and they still got some linebackers. I don't think they're trying to win this year anyway, man.
Well, they don't have a quarterback.
No,
they're going with Jameis Winston's your quarterback. He's not your answer. The only way you're getting your answer is if you somehow convince one of the top 5 teams to trade back from your 28th pick. So
don't hate me.
You got to fill in
positions. I think here I want Kadarius Toney. I would love to see Kadarius Toney playing with Sean Payton, man. I want to see that so bad. I'd love to see that.
He'd be such a good compliment to Michael Thomas.
But dude, the contact balance, between him and Alvin Kamara, my God, that'd be insane.
Just oh my gosh, just the weapons. Jameis Winston, even if you throw 30 picks a game, you could still win.
Okay, so Green Bay needs wide receiver. Do you think Rondelle Moore?
Yeah. Just because he's so fast, he's agile, and Devontae Smith is your bigger, your outside guy, and he's going to be more of your inside. Even though Devontae Smith can play any position, any wide receiver, inside, outside, quarterback, I go Rondelle Moore here. I like Rondelle Moore. Even though I think you replace your cornerback that just completely blew you the game against the the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Whatever. I'm not gonna be mad about that anymore.
Okay, so we got the Buffalo Bills at 30, man, and they need defensive interior, edge, and cornerback.
I disagree with all of those. I think you go running back. I think this is where you go get the Clemson running back because they don't have a run game, man.
Travis Etienne.
I remember I was very set on this one. I know we had a lot of disagreement on our last chat on this. I just don't think the Bills are a good defense. Yes, I know they need cornerbacks, but they don't have bad cornerbacks. They need edge rushers, defensive interiors, but they're not bad. Their defense wasn't their struggle last year. They just overused Josh Allen. They try to use his wills. When Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley got shut down, they had no one to go to. And I thought Travis Etienne, this is just me, I think Travis Etienne would be the best complement for the Bills. That's just me, though. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I think they need a cornerback to complement Tre'Davious White. I don't love their secondary. What cornerback wise, they have decent safeties in Poyer. They just re-signed Matt Milano, the linebackers. Their defense is still pretty stacked.
It's still pretty stacked.
I just don't like taking running backs in the first round. But if you're gonna, take some pressure,
it's not number 4.
Yeah, that's 30. It's just like you're picking 30. So, I mean, the talent that you're going to get at 6 or 62 or 61 or something like that isn't going to be like what you're going to find with, a JOK, a Nick Bolton, a Asante Samuel, even a Samuel Cosme. Like, it's just the way the NFL is going, running backs aren't very valued. But if you're going to really lean on him, like, the Cowboys did with Zeke during his early years, the Buffalo Bills throw the ball a lot. Maybe they could balance it out a little bit more. And I do like Travis Etienne. I don't know. This is your pick, dude.
It's a hard one because I understand you need
premium. You need premium players in the first round for me. And if one of your needs is cornerback,
and I guess you could get a running back who's better than what's his name?
Well, you do think about it. You still have both of the North Carolina running backs in the draft. You still have others that can you can get good running back. Dude, Alvin Kamara is a 3rd round pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd go Asante Samuel here. I'd go Asante Samuel if you don't think. Unless you think the running backs are completely garbage.
And Singletary's decent. I don't hate Singletary. I think he's a decent player, not fantastic. Do I think Travis Etienne is better? Yes, he upgrades that. But Asante Samuel upgrades your defense.
The Bills lost last year because Josh Allen and their passing game got shot down, and Singletary couldn't carry the team. That's why they lost. That is my only issue with that. And I fight hard on this one is because, again, I am a believer that running backs aren't a position that you should just sleep on. I do see them coming back just in a different meaning. We've mentioned this before.
Well, Travis Etienne can catch the ball too.
And he can
Travis Etienne can catch the ball too. So, I mean, you want to go Travis Etienne at 30?
I like Travis Etienne at 30.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Travis Etienne at 30 on the Bills. All right, we got Kansas City. They need tackle, guard, and edge.
Where's Leatherwood?
You want to go Alex Leatherwood?
There he is. Or Cosby. I don't know. I forgot Samuel Cosby's still there. I don't know why a North Dakota State player is still there outside of the quarterback. I just don't get that. I just don't think they go against the competition.
I'm just going to pick Samuel Cosby because I know you're going to homer this one.
You could go Cosby. I mean,
you could.
It's only 7 hours from Texas, so
all right.
It's a drive.
So Tampa Bay, last they need a quarterback, defensive.
Well, they resigned their entire defense.
Yeah, so they can do whatever the hell they want. I think you go BPA right here. I think you can go with a JOK.
Do you hate that JOK is that far?
I do. It kind of tickles my brain a little bit. But I mean, Levante David's like 32 or 33. You re-sign them for a 2-year deal, but there's a void year after next year. So I mean, they can just cut them with no cap.
Yeah.
Whereas JOK can just sit in that defense with because JOK is fast as hell too, and you have JOK with Devin White, dude, and that's a scary defense, man. My God.
I like that. I like Nick Bolton too, because he's just that bruiser. He's just going to put pain on everybody. Mm-hmm. Nick Bolton is he's that smaller, like, I'm going to get in the hole and I'm just going to punish anybody who's there. Like, I just like him as a linebacker.
Yeah, JOK is 6'2", 215. He's a safety. He's a Keanu Neal type player. He can
now look at Nick Bolton here. Because I just love his measurables.
There we go. 6
he's
foot.
6 foot.
He's a little bowling ball.
He's a bowling ball, and he is just gonna lay just pain. Just like if you go down a little bit, he can't cover. He's just there to just put a beat down on somebody.
Well, JOK can cover.
But JOK, I like JOK. I just wanted to give a shout out to Nick Bolton because I know we both liked Nick Bolton as a linebacker. Just because he's fast, he's just a bowling ball. But I like this. I mean, it's still shocking that so many players that are like this.
Yeah.
Just let's see what they let's see what they give us.
Why hasn't it let me? Oh, I think I might have went multiple rounds. Damn it. Whatever. Well, I mean, I wish I could just let me end this. Okay. Well, just a little recap of what our mock draft was. Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. Jets, Zach Wilson. At 3, San Francisco 49ers, Justin Fields. Falcons at 4, Micah Parsons. Bengals at 5, Penei Sewell. I need that. Dolphins at 6, Devonta Smith. The Lions get Kyle Pitts at 7. Trey Lance is going to be a quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Kwity Paye is going to go win some defensive championships with the Broncos, like always. Let's see. Rashawn Slater is going to take over for Tyron Smith for the Dallas Cowboys. Christian Darrisaw is going to be a tackle for the New York Football Giants. Jamar Chase is going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Caleb Farley is going to be I want to say San Diego so bad. LA Charger. Jason Oweh is going to be an edge player for the Minnesota Vikings. Mac Jones is going to be Patriot way all the day. Patrick Surtain is going to be a Arizona Cardinal. Trevon Moehrig is going to be a Miami Dolphin. Christian Barmore. Trayvon Moehrig is going to be a Las Vegas Raider, and Christian Barmore is going to be a Miami Dolphin. My bad. All right, and Jalen Waddle is going to be a Washington whatever the hell because they can't decide on a name. Rashad Bateman. Yeah, I think they're going Red Wolves. Like that's what everyone's saying.
Red
Rashad
Wolves.
Bateman, yeah, Red Wolves. That's decent. Rashad Bateman's going to be a Bear. Gregory Rousseau is going to be a Colt. J.C. Horn's going to be a cornerback for the Tennessee Titans. Aziz Olajawari is going to be a New York Jet and complement Carl Lawson. And the Steelers are picking Elijah Vera Tucker. It's a very Steelers pick. I don't know why. They just trenches and everything. Tevin Jenkins, tackle out of OSU, is going to protect Trevor Lawrence and Jaguars. Jalen Phillips is going to go complement Myles Garrett up in Cleveland. Elijah Moore is going to be a blocker for Lamar Jackson. Kadarius Toney is going to be another weapon for Sean Payton and New Orleans Saints. Rondelle Moore is going to be a Green Bay Packer, cheesehead. Travis Etienne is going to run the Buffaloes into a championship one day, hopefully. Samuel Cosme is going to protect Patty Mahomes. And Jeremiah Owusu-Karamoah is going to
win a Super Bowl.
Win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady when he's 67 years old. All right. So that was fun, dude. Let's get this back over here. Oh, that was a fun draft. I wish I wouldn't have messed up. We could have got the grades and all that stuff, but
that's okay.
We're probably gonna do this again a little bit faster, a little bit less, a little more to the point. But it's fun, dude. We're still trying to get how the process is going. This is still a work in progress, and we're not paid to do this. So I mean, this is us just bullshitting on a weekend. Yeah, dude. But do you have anything else to add?
No, man. Guys, like, subscribe. Man, go get checked by a medical professional in the comment section. Anyway, I hope y'all liked what we have here. We're going to keep bringing more. Of course, we know free agency has been crazy. If any more changes, we'll probably have to redo our entire draft. If you saw our first one to this second one, it changed the landscape almost completely of how these picks went. We can't do this without y'all. We'll see y'all hopefully next week.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys stopping by for the Roar. Still trying to get the show right. Still working on it. It's a grind every day. We appreciate you stopping by, and welcome to the Roar. Peace.